Welcome to Healthy Grandpa Secrets and Him, where growing older means growing stronger. Let's make these years your healthiest yet.
He was 93 years old, sharp as a tack, and still working daily at the university. His name? Dr. Ryuta Kawashima, Japan's most respected brain doctor and neuroscientist. While most people his age struggle to remember names, dates, or even what they ate for breakfast, Dr. Kawashima could recite pages from memory, solve complex equations in minutes, and even play the piano flawlessly. But when asked about his greatest secret to keeping the brain young after 60, he didn't mention medicine. He didn't talk about high-tech machines or miracle pills. Instead, he smiled, pointed to a bowl on his table, and said, "I eat this every morning before anything else. This is my brain's fuel." What was in that bowl shocked everyone. It wasn't some exotic fruit or expensive supplement. It was something anyone over 60 could add to their morning routine. And that simple change could mean the difference between a foggy brain and a sharp mind well into your 90s. In this video, we'll explore exactly what Dr. Kawashima eats, why it works, and how seniors all over the world are using this exact same method to stay mentally young, focused, and free from memory loss. But before we dive in, let me tell you how it all started. Years ago, when Dr. Kawashima was just 55, he was already a well-known neuroscientist. But something happened that changed his life forever. His own mother began showing signs of dementia. She would forget conversations, misplace items, and eventually, she couldn't recognize her own son. For Dr. Kawashima, this wasn't just personal, it became his mission. He began to study not just how the brain ages, but how it could be protected, preserved, and even rejuvenated. After studying the brains of monks, chess masters, artists, and even super-agers, people over 80 with a memory of someone in their 30s, he discovered one shocking pattern. Every single one of them had one thing in common in their diet: a high intake of a very specific type of omega-3 called DHA, found in just a few foods, but especially one magical source. So what was in Dr. Kawashima's bowl? A combination of steamed natto, that's fermented soybeans, and chopped walnuts. Now, don't worry. You don't have to eat natto to get the same effect. What matters is what's inside. The brain-boosting power of natural fermented plant compounds, healthy fats, and most importantly, DHA-rich sources. Dr. Kawashima found that this combination does three amazing things for the aging brain. First, it reduces brain inflammation, which is now known as the silent killer of memory and mental clarity. Second, it increases blood flow to the hippocampus, the part of the brain that handles memory. And third, it actually stimulates neurogenesis, the creation of new brain cells, something scientists once thought was impossible after 60. Inspired by this discovery, Dr. Kawashima began recommending simple daily changes to his senior patients. Eat a brain-boosting food rich in DHA and plant polyphenol each morning. For those who didn't like natto, he suggested chia seeds soaked overnight, walnuts, flax seeds, blueberries, and a teaspoon of extra virgin olive oil. Within weeks, his patients reported clearer thoughts, improved memory, better sleep, and even less anxiety. But that's not all. One of his most dramatic cases was a 72-year-old retired teacher named Mrs. Tanaka. She came to him terrified that her memory was slipping. She struggled with conversations, forgot her appointments, and even lost her way home once. Dr. Kawashima put her on his morning brain protocol, just 10 minutes of brain training and his special breakfast combination. Within 2 months, her family reported she was back to her old self. She was reading again, teaching neighborhood kids, and even learning a new language. This isn't magic. It's neuroscience. Your brain needs fuel, but not just any fuel. After 60, your brain becomes more sensitive to inflammation, blood sugar spikes, and nutrient deficiencies. That's why sugary cereals, processed pastries, and even toast with jam can harm your memory more than you think. But starting your day with brain protective foods, that's like giving your brain armor for the entire day. So what can you eat starting tomorrow? Here's a senior-friendly breakfast inspired by Dr. Kawashima's routine. Step 1. Soak 1 tablespoon of chia seeds and 1 tablespoon of ground flax seeds in water overnight. Step 2. In the morning, add a small handful of walnuts, a few blueberries, and a teaspoon of olive oil. Step 3. Add a spoonful of plain Greek yogurt or oat yogurt if you're dairy-free. Mix and enjoy. This combination gives you omega-3s, antioxidants, fiber, healthy fats, and gut-friendly probiotics. Everything your brain needs to fight aging. You don't need to be a scientist to understand the power of this habit. The brain thrives on routine. If you feed it junk, it gets foggy. If you feed it nutrients, it lights up. Dr. Kawashima proved that even in your 90s, your brain can still grow, adapt, and stay sharp if you give it the right tools. And it all starts with what you eat before 9 a.m. So here's the challenge. For the next 14 days, try this brain breakfast every morning. No sugar, no white bread, no processed junk. Just 10 minutes of investment for a lifetime of mental clarity. Track how you feel. Write it down. You may notice you're thinking faster, remembering names easier, and feeling more alert. And if it works, keep going. The best time to protect your brain was 10 years ago. The second best time? Today. Remember, it's never too late. Your brain wants to heal. You just have to feed it the way Dr. Kawashima does. Start tomorrow and live with a mind as sharp at 90 as it was at 30.